Hello and welcome to the Daily Forex Report for October 28th. We are looking at the US Japanese Euro USD first. This pair, you can see we have a trend line to the downside, made a very strong move to the downside, but closed up on Friday. I'm looking for it to come up to roughly the 129.72 mark, looking to short at that point. And then looking for it to fall down, back down to around the 128.95 mark, 2,900 mark. So looking to grow about 72 pips on this one, using a risk to reward of roughly 2 to 1, putting my stop loss above the 3,000 level. So that is what I'm looking for during this next session. So I do believe we have a high probability of this swinging up, touching that trend line, and then moving to the downside. Now, as far as news announcements, tomorrow we have the U.S. Personal Consumption Expenditure Core being released for September at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Consensus on that is that it's moved slightly higher from 1.6% up to 1.7%. Then at 9 a.m. Eastern, we have the German Consumer Price Index being released. Of course, that will affect the euro. That is for August. They're showing a slight drop from 2.1% down to 2.0%. So definitely keep an eye on that. Could move the euro. Now, as far as what I'm looking at movement-wise during this next session, the U.S. Swiss moved to the downside pretty strong on Friday. We are looking for it, however, to potentially go as high as 80.61, possibly as low as 78.90. Look for some resistance around 80.37 and look for some support around 79.25. Now the Euro USD pair, this pair we've already talked about a little bit, but look for it to potentially go as high as 130.33, possibly as low as 128.29. Look for some resistance around 129.85 and look for some support around 128.75. Now the pound US dollar pair created an inside bar. Look for the breakout of this pair. Overall moving to the downside, closed lower on Friday. Look for it to potentially go as high as 161.92, possibly as low as 160.34. Look for some resistance around 161.50 and look for some support around 160.50. Now the US Swiss, this pair closed pretty much even, had a strong run to the upside, pulled back, looking for it to reverse, definitely at least down to this trend line. Very similar to the euro, just a mirror image of it. Look for it to potentially go as high as 0.9425, possibly as low as 0.9292. Look for some resistance around 0.9385 and look for some support around 0.9310. Well, that pretty much wraps us up for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.